Good morning. Good morning. All right. So coming in today, I was looking at some news on DWAC taking a nice little drop down here from $26 down here to the 1975s. I got to look into why that exactly dropped. I just saw some news on it on another stock I was looking at, which was PXMD, which is a mover from last week. DWAC. Okay, this is 1 hour ago. Bed Bath, Digital World, FedEx, Tesla, and more stock movers on Tuesday. Digital World acquisition stock tumbles amid deal delays with Trump Media and Truth Social. That makes sense. He's had a lot of dealings with the court system recently. Probably hadn't had a lot of time to put attention over there. Deal 10 hours ago, deal partner for Trump's Truth Social fails to get backing for SPAC extension. DWAC CEO on Trump's Truth and shareholder vote. Okay. So what does this mean for DWAC? Where was the previous bottom? Previous bottom looks like back here on the hour chart on the $22. Good morning, Donnell. DWAC. Let's look over here on DWAC. That previous bottom was $40, but it went ahead and fell through that. 21.96 down there now on this daily chart. Got some buying pressure right above this, but it did get a little bit of bad news with that deal falling through. Had a gap down before here to the 27s and had a small little pop here back up to the 25s, and now opening way below this level of the 22s. So we're down here at the 19s now, somewhere down here. Other things we were watching from last week, I was watching Snap, which kind of lost this big range that it had, ripped from 10 all the way up here to 11, which isn't a huge range in the small caps, but for a large cap stock, that's pretty big. But yeah, we're gonna see. Hopefully, y'all had a good Labor Day and long weekend. I know there was a lot going on with Ben on the crypto side this weekend. He's always into heavily into crypto. So, weekends are always super busy. Drug was another one we looked at from last week. Had a nice little pop up there to the 240s. Came back into this range, and now cracking back below the $2. So we will see. 8 o'clock Central Time here for me. Waiting for the market to show us what it's got today. I wonder will drug go back up though. It's been one of those that's been up and down. Right now, we've seen this before. It got pushed all the way down to the 200 moving average, bounced down, came right back up to it, bounced above it, came right back, Bounced all the way up, came right back to it. So I don't know what it wants to do on drug. Gave it a shot multiple times, but it just did not want to play ball. Not want to give that price action. Foot Locker coming back and retesting. Looks like the had a low here of the 35.60. We'll see if we can get a full body there and consolidate around that 35.60. Did do a gap fill up here. Found some resistance at right under the 40s. Wonder will it try to gap fill back down to the 33s. Plug. Bed Bath & Beyond down to $7. Over the weekend, I did post in the Discord about their CEO or CFO or something like that taking a very drastic maneuver, taking his life. But it's crazy, man. Good morning, Lori. Lori, did you hear about Bed Bath & Beyond's CFO or CEO? I forgot which one he was. I mean, he might have been the CEO. Yep, super, super sad, man. One thing I don't never want to have is a guilty conscience, man. I'm like, bro, it's just not worth it. I don't want to be holding secrets so big that, it destroys me from the inside. I mean, holding secrets, as long as it's something that is not to the detriment of the people that follow you, then yeah. But because I'm sure everyone in the government has a secret or two, but you know, we're seeing that with Trump's trials, and they keep going after him week after week, spending all this money in courts and stuff. So pretty sure secrets can come back and bite you. Good morning, One Life. One Life, you gonna be trading DWAC today? DWAC had a nice little drop from $26 down to the 19. You probably won't trade it today, but you probably may be looking for it on future plays. Down 20% today though. Been waiting for oil to go ahead and break down this $85 that I've been calling for, but it continues to you said you doubt it. Continues to bounce around this level of the 85s, and I thought it would have broke it by now, but is getting some more selling pressure. What's up, SB? What kind of news is going to drop today? What's getting missed is Bed Bath & Beyond unravels. Let's see, today's newsletter, blah, blah, blah. CFO, it was a CFO. I've been critical of how Bed Bath & Beyond has been run and blunt about what lies ahead for the home goods retailer. Yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond definitely bad news all around. Bed Bath. Good morning, Stunks and Chumps. Lauren. Jeremy Grantham. We don't have enough lithium globally to meet EV targets, mining CEO says. Bitcoin prices are falling. Are they though? Let me go look. Bitcoin 19,000. Took a nice little dip. Let's see, what's this down here? 10,000s. I guess this is the monthly chart for Bitcoin. Just been pulling down a little bit. Smoking weed is now more popular than smoking tobacco in the US. I believe it. Volkswagen triggers landmark Porsche IPO plan. Russia demands sanctions are lifted before it resumes gas supplies. Energy trading stressed by margin calls of 1.5 trillion. European energy trading is being strained by margin calls of at least 1.5 trillion, putting pressure on governments to provide more liquidity buffers, according to Norway's Equinor ASA. Aside from fanning inflation, the biggest energy crisis in decades is sucking up capital to guarantee trades amid wild price swings. That's pushing European Union officials to intervene to prevent energy markets from stalling. Okay. So far, Germany has introduced Europe's biggest scheme to backstop companies affected by the fallout of the war in Ukraine, setting aside 7 billion euros in loans to be made available to companies facing liquidity issues. Okay. Everybody trying to catch up with us in debt. I feel that. What's up, Daniel B? Ocean shipping rates. Ocean shipping rates have plunged 60% this year. Let's see. Pretty sure this is going to be paid. It's going to stop scrolling. Yup. Whatever that's talking about. FedEx stock gets a downgrade on concerns over weaker freight traffic. Nvidia's close call was too close. Okay. Let's jump over here to more. Do we have any more recent news? Nope. That's about it for today. Japanese man earns $71 an hour to do nothing. Okay. Actually, let me click on that. Where'd that go? Oh, meet rental do nothing man. A Japanese man known as Rental Do Nothing Man with an enormous following on social media is paid 10,000 JPY, $71 an hour to accompany clients and simply exist as a companion. What happened? A 38-year-old man, Shoji Morimoto, advertises himself as a person who can eat and drink and give simple feedback but do nothing more. Basically, I rent myself out. My job is to be wherever my clients want me to be and to do nothing in particular. Morimoto told Reuters, adding that he has handled more than 4,000 sessions in the past 4 years. Morimoto who was has nearly a who has nearly a quarter of a million followers on Twitter, told the publication that he finds most of his clients on the macro or micro blogging platform, out of which he said almost a quarter of those are repeat customers, including people who have hired him nearly 270 times. Wow. Morimoto shared that in his job he has done a range of things from going to the park to play on a seesaw with a person to beaming and waving through a train window to complete a stranger who wanted a send off. However, this doesn't mean he will do anything. According to Morimoto, he has turned down many offers, including one to move a fridge and another to go to Cambodia. Before finding his real potential, Morimoto worked at a publishing company and was often rebuked for doing nothing. Wow. I started wondering what would happen if I provided my ability to do nothing as a service to clients, he said. People tend to think that that my doing nothing is valuable because it is useful, but it's fine to really do not do anything. People do not have to be useful in any specific way, he added. Wow. That's wild right there. That's wild. Just do nothing. Just do nothing. People will pay you. Just do nothing. Just breathe. That's how lonely people are. Let's see. Great Panther. Good morning, GD. Let's jump over here to small caps. Huge opportunity in mispriced uranium assets, cannabis retail powerhouse, gold prospects. Your one-stop shop supplier for critical energy metals market. That was a while back, 4 days ago. Nothing interesting there. We do have a IPO coming up on the 7th, which is tomorrow. Jupiter Neurosciences. Jupiter Neurosciences Inc. is a clinical stage research and development pharmaceutical company located in Jupiter, Florida. The company incorporated in Delaware in January 2016. They're targeting the treatment of neuroinflammation. Okay. So that's supposed to be opening up tomorrow. Where are they based out of? Florida, Jupiter, Florida. Earnings. Let's look at future earnings. This is Tuesday, September 6th. Let's jump up here. NIO having their earnings. Just look at this week. Smith and Wesson, there's Lauren's stock. Smith and Wesson have coming up on earnings as well sometime this month. F Cell was one that we saw way back when. Kroger also having its earnings, and let's see any other big names that are sticking out. Not really. Okay. Got about 9 minutes to the bell. Top gainers, PXMD, EPOW. What is EPOW? EPOW was a recent IPO. Jumped up here to 642 on this open, dropped down to 193, and is looking like it wants to test this high here. I'll put that on watch. EPOW. Let's see what comes out of this one. WHLR Pair Therapeutics. Oh, this is a Chinese company too. So this is consulting services. Sunrise New Energy Company, EPOW. Drug, InBev. Unusual volume. CMCM. Insider buying on BEN. Bud. Look at CMCM. Yeah, that one definitely gave up the ghost there. DWAC continued to push down. Seven minutes to the bell. EPOW says it has 11.4 in the float. Let me go see exactly what this one does. Right. Zibo China. This is another one of those graphite companies. Graphite anode material for EVs and other lithium ion batteries. It also operates a legacy internet knowledge sharing platform business. Okay, the company was formerly known as Global Internet of People Inc. Sunrise New Energy Company was founded in 2014. Is headquartered in Zibo, the People's Republic. Okay. let's see some of this news on oil today. Energy crisis remains a drag for euro and euro USD. Oil prices cool as traders look beyond OPEC cut. Oil royalty and mineral companies, Sitio and Brigham, to merge in $4 billion tie-up. Oil prices flat as OPEC begins production cuts. Let's look at the NQ real quick. Anything interesting? Nothing too eye-catching there. Less than a minute till the open. See HYRE up there 74%. HYRE. Market has opened. Let's look at HYRE. HYRE, let's see what you got in your news. Sector update, tech stocks climb pre-bell Tuesday. 10 million revolver, what? Revolving line of credit from Premier Global Investment. Okay, so they just basically got a loan. Announces $10 million. Doesn't look great. We'll see how that reacts. Up 68% right now. Low float, micro floats. Going nice and red on the day. DWAC popped up. Oh my goodness. DWAC had a nice pop back up there from 19 all the way up to the 21s. But that may be just a brief pop. People just buying it thinking it's low. We'll see. Drug also jumped up to 212. Has a top up here of what looks like the 215s for a little bit of resistance. EPOW, not really moving much. I want to drug coming on down. DWAC getting this pulled down as well. HYRE came down to the 130s. 142s was possible resistance there on the hour chart. Almost pulling a red to green. Still kind of a struggle area up here towards the top. Coming green just briefly. DWAC pulling all the way back off the 22s, back down here to the 20s. $2 loss there. Good morning, Reliable Rudy. Snap came on back down, coming down to the $10, pushing back into this previous level, 1090s. HYRE fighting in within the sense. I don't like that. Doesn't have a big range even with the big volume. PXMD going on down. Drug back under 2. And EPOW continuing to press his way higher. Chinese company focusing in the graphite anodes. HRE giving up the ghost. Upload. All right, let's see what this thing is. ISEE. Up 42% on ISEE. Let me look at the news. Okay, Enveric Bio reports inducement grants. So they got a grant. They're in phase 3 clinical trial of, or wait, announces positive top line data from Zimura gathered to phase 3 clinical trial geographic atrophy. Shares trading higher, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So it had a nice gap up here from the $9 up here to the 13s. Up 6% and pushing. Had a previous top up here on the hour chart of the 14s. Let's see if we can go ahead and start holding that 14 there. Higher float, so it should hold its levels a little bit better. It's going to be a slower mover, but should hold a little bit better. 13 down here is where all the buying pressure was. Let me see. Why is ISE? I don't know why it's going up. This thing is, the news is super weak. I don't know. Well, looks like the shorts are stepping in there. It's got 30 million shares traded on it. EPOW continuing up to $3. Very low volume though. Wonder will it go red on the day? Red on the day for this thing will be back. Well, actually, let's look at the daily chart. Pop over here to the daily chart real quick. So it's ran into, it reached the, well, almost reached the high up here of the 14, but found some resistance again in this level. Also had that 200 moving average that it ran into, but the red on the day will be back under 13 basically. And push all the way down to like the 1229. So we'll see. It does look like it can definitely give back some profit very quickly though. This was a day here with 1226 all the way down to tens. So it looks like it can give back profits quickly. Let me see. Back off a little bit. So it had this gap right over the 13s the first time. Did a nice gap fill in here, failed, and now popped back above this gap. HYRE becoming less and less obvious. Super cheap. Just getting pounded. So $13 coming into play again. Very indecisive candle here on the hour chart. Trying to push back into the previous body of this previous hour. EPAL with a nice double top. Trying to go back and retest that resistance and make sure it wants to fall here on HYRE. Reload this thing. There we go. All right. Actually, let me keep EPOW on there. EPOW was another one that had a nice move up from last week. Somebody was buying this thing for some reason, so I might just add it to watch over here. And also, let me go back. All right, Sony's PlayStation architect to retire after decades at Sony Enterprises. Finance, whatever. State Farm to invest 1.5 billion in ADT. Goldman Sachs promotes Jacqueline Arthur. Markets haven't fully embraced Fed hawkishness yet. Brazil orders Apple to suspend iPhone sales without charger. FedEx. Okay. JUNS. JUNS. You see FWBI top gainer 23%. Okay, they got a $663 million deal. Commerce, earnings, blah, blah, blah. So they gapped up from 14. Okay, that's not going to go anywhere. First Wave Biopharma. Investment Conference. Ay, ay, ay. So nothing up crazy. EPOW continues to test this $3. It's one of the few staying green on today. HYRE coming on down still. Tested this level 125, 126 level. Looking like it's going to continue down. It's red on the day as well. ISEE trying to make a decision here. Very indecisive. Forming a lower low, and let's see, the 1350s looks like it became even more of a resistance when it came up this time. And there is HYRE breaking down there. 10% down on the day. EPOW coming up here to the $3. Grinding its little way up. I know Reliable Rudy likes these Chinese stocks, so, you know, EPOW may be a looker. Since all the Chinese stocks seem to like to pop. Donnell, you said FWBI, only thing in small cap land. What's the news on this thing? FWBI. Hop over here to the daily chart. Looks like it had a nice gap up to the 405s, push down all the way back into the 325s. Tried to form somewhat of a bottom here. Red on the day will be 382s. No direct news on the day though. EPOW absolutely exploding. EPOW 299 up to the 330s. Up 15%. We'll see what the volume wants to do on this one. Will people get interested? Getting a nice little pullback off of this high of the 333s. See if any more volume wants to come into this one. I'm not willing to trade it without the volume. Not even 1 million shares traded yet. So they basically just bought the breakout on this one, $3, but the volume just was not there. This volume on this candle was only 70 million. Huge pullback for it though. So you would have had to sell fast, boy. Got to be quicker than that. FWBI, shaky hands. And EPOW opening all the way back on this next candle at the $3. So that definitely does not look great. We'll see what it wants to do. ISI or ISEE coming on down as well. Red on the day. We'll see if it can break down this level of the 1275s. Would be looking like a area of weakness for buyers to come in possibly, but the hour chart is red, but it's got to push all the way through this previous buying candle though. But it is red on the day, so it's got a couple factors that are making it look indecisive. FWBI coming back down, so we had a high up here, the 450s resistance in this area. Let's see what that wants to do. ISEE trying to come back a little bit green, trying to pull that red to green move there. But with these lower highs on the 15-minute, it just does not look that attractive. And it'll be closing up this 15-minute candle in 3 minutes. Seeing, what is this? Ruby? RUBY. Got some volume popping up there. And then what else we see? NLY, not a big mover though. ISEE pulling that red to green move here right above the 13s. Bottom of this hour candle is the 1225s. FWBI pulling back off the $4, but still very large topping tail on the 15-minute. So this is the first 30 minutes of the market here coming to a close, and it has been a dicey little open. ISEE continues to play back red. And then EPAL back up to the 319s. FWBI just now hitting that 10 million mark in the volume. We'll see what they feel about it in this area of short resistance. Up 12% right now. EPAL down, back down to $3. ISEE, again, play with that red to green too long. Let's see if they get a nice little push down below the 1275s. $15-minute high was a $14. And looking like it has a small little flat top under here. What do you want? ISEE trying to hold this green, so it's looking like it's gonna squeeze these shorts a little bit here with this little green pop. Bottom of this is the 289s. Held this level for quite a bit, coming up to the top of this previous candle. I'm thinking it's going to go ahead and get over there. I'm thinking it's a lot of fear on the short side, but we'll see. If it pops at 1340 though, it's going to be scary for the shorts. 1340s. There's the 40s, popped it just a little bit. Yeah. So this move was what? 40-cent move there. I don't know where Ben is. He's usually in here. Reliable Rudy says INVA has a nice little setup. It's only up 1% though. Who's looking at this? It's only 74,000, and unless it's got some kind of crazy catalyst that people are overlooking. Let me look. INVA stocks, nope, no catalyst on the day. Somebody said the SPY is going down. I didn't even notice. Yeah, the SPY is definitely in recycle mode, recycling people's 401ks, isn't it? Heard BBBY is great trade today. BBBY. BBBY. I don't know who. Well, I guess if you're shorting BBBY, probably. Let's see where it ended up going. Yep, just kind of flat on the day. The other one we were looking at was DWAC, which took quite a bit of a drop today as well. Um, Went all the way up to the 23s on DWAC, but just could not hold those levels. And now on its way down. Only 1 million shares traded on it. FWBI continues to just kind of try to hold the $4. Continues to get bought off these levels though for some reason. See, is EPOW breaking down yet? Nope, no one cares about EPOW right now. I see stopped there at a new lower high. So formed a new lower high there. Plenty of short area here. So I'm thinking it's going to get pushed down through the 1275s here soon. It did not need to break this down, but looking like it's going to. Okay, Nvidia is down 1%, Tesla is down, AMD down, Apple down. Biggest volume mover in the high floats is ISEE. We got BBBY down and FWBI. Yeah, ISEE may become a chopper. It's already a higher float and everything, and I really thought it was going to hold its levels better, but seeing this action though may not be the greatest thing. DWAC is already in a downtrend. Had a gap down, tried to do the gap fill, reached 50% of the gap, the 22.25s, but they did have a deal that fell through, which caused this drop at first. You also jump over here. INDO down at $8. Hussa down. Veru down. Siga down. Siga with some small pressure here, right at that 1350. Not huge volume on it yet, but I'm wondering, are they going to receive news here soon or anything? We can go look at Siga. Look at Siga on the daily chart over here on TOS. So definitely came back into these levels right at the top 1475-ish range that it had last time. Any kind of news though. White House may ask for 25 billion emergency funding for COVID-19, monkeypox. SIGA Technologies will be issued US patent number 11, whatever patent number. Okay, seeks 14.5 billion to fight COVID. Okay. So keep an eye on SIGA. SIGA getting bought off this 1350, but definitely I'll definitely see if it can bottom around 14. HYRE still on the struggle boat. Sava looks tasty, Daniel B says. Sava, let's go look at Sava. Sava, yeah, Daniel B, you might be trying to go short on that thing. 24s, 25s there. Yeah, Sava definitely did have a nice little pop. Up 10%. Has not started any kind of decline yet. Right around the 2730s. Make sure I didn't miss any other call outs here. EPAL, FWBI. FWBI running out of steam, looking like. It does not need to crack that $4 level, which is what it's trying to hold above. But it's in some heavy short resistance, not really pushing over those 430s, 440s very strongly. EPAL did crack down the $3, so I'll go ahead and take that off. I do have it on the watch for possibly tomorrow or something. It is a Chinese stock, and they can definitely get those rips. I'll come back later on in the day and check on this one. Sava starting its what looks like a descent. Hit a top up here of 27.67. DWAC fading down as well. ISEE came back and retested this top here, the 1350s. Still made a lower high. 15-minute trend. Oops. Possible trend since the open. May just push right through it. May be invalid. Holding up a little bit. But it's probably going to have to test this and then come back down anyway. 1350s almost got hit there. FWBI popping back to the highs here of the 434s. Had quite a bit of buying pressure. Has a double bottom at the 404, which is kind of a weird number. But it is a higher low there. Actually, that's not a double bottom. It's a higher low. We'll see if it gets pushed back into. Not really getting a whole lot of attention. Most of the attention is on ISEE. Right under the 14s here. Okay. $13.75s. Looks like it's gonna break out like a low float, but I think this is a trap. Let's see. It's looking like the strongest one on the day, but FWBI is also pushing up, but it doesn't look as strong. So this will be the trap. Wait a minute. ISIEE will be the trap. Let's see how this trap works. Right under the 14s. Okay. Coming on down. Trap has been enacted. We are currently sitting within the trap house. Let's see if we can get a push back down to the 13s. Opening a new candle there, forming another lower high. And now if this one fails, FWBI will definitely probably receive some love, possibly if it doesn't fail as well. Let's see where the SPY is. I know last we looked it was kind of down. Low down here of the 388s. Sava had a little flat. That's 5 minute. 15 minute. Still got to close that hour. Okay, FWBI coming on back down towards the $4. DWAC sitting right on the 21s right now. Looking to break down those 20s or 2050s probably. ISEE popping back up there on the shorts. So maybe this is an invalid trend here. We'll see. So another time under the 14. Looking like it wants to break. Breaking a little bit right to the 14 there. Jumped up there. So yeah, that definitely invalidated my little trend there. Jumping back up to right in this short area here that it visited before. Brief touch. Let's see if it gets knocked back under the 1395s. Or is it strong enough to hold here? 1395 getting hit, trying to hold it. Don't want to see anything under the 1395s, 1393s. Okay. Yeah, we are definitely in the trap house. It looked like it was breaking the trend. Nice little trap there. We'll see if it continues to push down below the 1375s here. On the hour chart, though, I mean, that was clear re-entering a resistance level here. Needed to hold those 14, 15s up there. Oh, FWBI is giving up the ghost as well out of a short resistance area. Big dip down to Neverland. About to go red on the day here. Sava pumping back up. DWAC still sitting right there. Hasn't really moved much. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put DWAC over here on another list because HYRE still down. Had really no reason to be up. Bed Bath and Beyond down here on a what looks to be a double bottom, but I would not mess with that one. Bed Bath and Beyond is dying slowly, so I'll remove that one. Sava getting some pumps up there. I see this is a big old trap, man. Because if this is a uptrend, this is a very, very steep uptrend on what it did from the pre-market. Super steep uptrend. And if we mark it from back here where it actually gapped up at, that's even steeper. So we'll see how it reacts to a retest above the 1325s. SPY kind of flat, don't know which direction it's gonna go, but do know that the overall trend is down. INVA getting a small pop up there, but no volume. Let me look at INVA. What was the news on that one again? Was there any? No news on that one. It had earnings last month. That's about it. Ruby, not super interested in that one. FWBI continues to push down. Very, very large amount of short pressure off of this 418. ISEE starting to trade like a large cap now. Looking like it's going to dump, but continues because it's kind of strong. So we'll see. Retesting again, forming those lower highs here at this 1384. Sava, nice little dump back down. Lower highs created. See what this trend is on the intraday. See if it respects that or if it wants to drop down through it. whoops. FWB, I had a previous low that it dropped down here to the 362s. Support. Little support range there. So we'll see how hard and fast it enters this level and if it can just push straight through it. So looking back on the daily chart for ISEE, we can see it is holding above this 200, which is the 1350 level, holding right there at the top, but continue to look weaker and weaker on ISEE. See it coming on down over here on the 5 and the 15 minute. See where it wants to bottom out. Will it stop here at the 13 again, or will it be able to get on through this this upward trend, this steep upward trend that it had? See what else we got. That's about the only one that I was looking at out of the high floats. Mid floats, Bed Bath & Beyond, still dying. Ruby, red on the day. HYRE, push down here. And FWBI, pushing back into these levels as well. All right. Sava coming on down. I don't know if Daniel B got short on this one, but if he did, this would have been a great little play there if he was planning on going short on it. FWBI, volume drying up down here at the bottom. So eyes leaving it, eyes going back up here to ISEE. Now remember, we saw this big fall off the first time from 1382 down here to the 13s. Will we see a grind down to the bottom, or will it be able to hold this 1380 up and continue moving higher? Well, there's a little 1390 push there. 93s, 94s, 14s. 14, 18. Looking like it's getting a little restless under here, right here at the 14s. Well, does it want to break out? It looks very excited. Looks like it wants to break out. Okay, very small breakout there. 14.16 up to 14.20, 4-cent breakout. Are we still in the trap house? Looking back here on the 15 minute, the high on the 15 minute was 14.27. Let me draw that out. 14.27s back here. 27, 25-ish area. So it did reach that high again. The hour chart is about, the hour candle is about to close up here in this resistance. $56 million shares traded on it. And sometimes when you look at these and they start looking really good, man, it's very dangerous. It's like, ooh, this thing looks strong. And all of a sudden it just loses all strength. But coming back down, testing the 14s now. Green on the hour chart, green on the 15 minute, and green on the 5 minute. Will the shorts be big enough to turn this thing around with all of this coordination across the charts? All of these time frames saying, yes, this thing is green. Yes, this thing wants to go higher. Will they be able to step in? Dane B said, I don't trade spikes and never against the market. Yeah. Let's look at Sava. Where did Sava go? Sava. Let me see. So what's this thing? It's in an uptrend. Let's see what the SPY is doing out here. SPY coming back up now. Let me read some of these chats that y'all been doing here. GR15 starts at noon. Frame of fortune, you don't need any promotion. You'll be sorry for the tree you cut down last year. It was a good source of energy for wintertime. Bad times coming. Keep paper dollars for lighting your fireplace. Daniel B says, I saved the wood to burn for outside fire pit. I will remove kitchen cabinets and burn them. Oh man. Oh. Okay, so ISIE did open up. Yeah, so ISIE looking like the one, being a higher float, continuing to push higher. All of the charts were saying that it wanted to go higher, so we'll see if it continues this push. Definitely moving like a large cap stock. Doesn't the wicks are mattering less, and yet less is just pushing the shorts out. So we'll see if it continues that. I will be just keeping my eye on it. Not trying to jump into anything, but just keeping my eye on it. Sava continuing down a little bit. The close of this previous hour candle, whoops, support at 26.58. We'll see if it continues to push down into the body of this previous hour candle. FBW or FWBI, I don't know what it wants to do today. It's super low float, but I don't know. We'll have to see about that one. Currently, here's my scans that I have here. But not really seeing any news catalysts or anything that's sticking out super nice. But anyway, that is it for me today. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to shut it down. Don't forget, we do have the Discord that you can join, where we continue conversations about the market after the live streams are over. Also, we have Reliable Rudy channel, or actually, we have the Firm of Fortune Network channel. We have several channels within that network. Reliable Rudy is in there. Stunks and Chumps Gaming. We have Framework Fortune Home channel, Framework Fortune Crypto channel. Just a bunch of channels in the network that you can check out for content rolling out. What else? Definitely check out the Discords though. The Discords are where a lot of the information is passed along, and if you want to know what's going on with us outside of streaming or whatever, that's where you can find out. If I see anything that I like or any news pops out, I make sure to put it, make you guys aware of it in the Discord. What else? Media Network. We do have a Media Network channel, in which that channel, all of the content gets funneled to that channel. So if you want a central hub, you can go and check out the Media Network channel. Stunts and Chumps Gaming, Reliable Rudy. I think that's it. Definitely keep your head on a swivel today. Today been whoa. ISEE, like I said, this thing's moving like a high float. This thing looking like it's gonna drop and absolutely destroys the shorts. But anyway, definitely keeping an eye on that one, just to see where it wants to go throughout the week. It is such a large mover. Keep your head on the swivel. And as always, appreciate you guys for stopping in, dropping your chats, your comments. Shout out to everyone that joined the chat, long-term viewers. Donnell, Daniel B, One Life, Lori, of course Lauren's in here. Reliable Rudy, Ben jumping in here. Just some SB. Appreciate all of you guys for stopping through. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Also, if you're on Twitch, hit that follow button if you have not yet. And I will be back tomorrow morning, possibly. This week is kind of short, so the work that I have to do is kind of compacted in this week. So I'm gonna see. I'll let you guys know in the Discord, but I'm pretty sure I'll be here tomorrow morning. Back at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. And as always, I will see you all in the next one. Peace.